What's up, guys? It's Aiden here with House of Wheels.
Bevan here with House of Wheels.
course.
Man, do I look small in this shirt?
Do I look huge in this
Dude,
shirt,
you're looking
man?
huge lately. Aiden's been actually
Just got a little bit of a
doing
pump this morning.
the trend or something like that.
No. It's all natural, man.
Just kidding.
What the heck?
Yeah, man. Well, welcome guys back to our podcast. We still don't know what we're gonna call it, but we're gonna
Probably
keep doing
behind
it.
House of
Hopefully,
Wheels.
you guys enjoyed it last time. We had fun.
Got a little bit of good feedback, so
Yeah.
that feels good all the time.
Big shout out to my brother-in-law lending us these mics so you guys can hear the words coming out of our mouths. That's pretty cool. You should check out his Instagram. He does like a bunch of snowboarding videos and stuff like that. It's pretty funny. There's actually
Life on Coffee.
Life on Coffee.
But like it's spelled like his last name.
Lifecaufy,
Yeah.
I think. Go check it out. There's a lot of fails, like a lot of videos of me crashing.
Devin
actually.
crashes. I crash.
Yeah.
Jared just rides down the mountain.
Yeah,
he never posts his fail. Well, he messed up his finger last time.
Broke it. No, he didn't break it.
He's a good guy.
Check it out. So thanks to him. So we're gonna keep this going, and if you guys like it, sweet. If you guys don't like it, sweet. We're just having a good time. And today we wanted to talk about just some of our favorite memories of House of Wheels. Like, there's been a lot of
memorandum.
I don't know, just a lot of like
memoirs,
struggle lately, a lot of hardship, honestly, and like running the business and challenges. And so we
feel
just
like
want
the content's been a bit negative, so we're trying to
we want to
boost
just
it a little.
Reminisce on some good times.
So a lot of good times.
Yeah. I don't know. One of the earliest memories I have of I don't know if this is a good time memory, but it was a good funny memory. We were taking apart Ride and Play. For those of you who don't know, like probably 30% of our park is actually scavenged from the old Ride and Play park from back in the day. And we were taking it all apart. And Brent was there helping, our dad. And there was this like random North scooter that was left there that we used to like get back and forth down the warehouse. And he was just like riding it along the warehouse. And there was like a nail that had been pounded into the concrete to mount like a block of wood or whatever. We'd moved the block of wood, but we hadn't moved the nail. And Brent like caught that nail right in like the front of the scooter and just front flipped over the scooter bars. And I was like, holy cow, Dad. And he was okay, but the next time he rode a scooter was actually while we were mid-building the first House of Wheels over there.
Yeah.
And he went to go down this bank, and there was like a table saw and sawdust everywhere. And I was like, I don't know if you should be doing this. And he like slid out super bad and crashed. Honestly, I don't know if
bad time to go for redemption.
I don't know if he's ever ridden a scooter since
I don't
then.
think he's
2 tries.
I don't think he's gone down a single ramp since then.
Brent's done. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of that, actually, the first time, because like I got here after the like initial park was like already built pretty much, and then Bevan was like, "Yeah, try this scooter thing. It's pretty fun." And I tried to go down that double decker, and like the angles were whack, and I sucked at scootering, and I smoked right into the down rail that was there, and I nearly lost my life.
Yeah, it made a loud bang.
But
that's
like
for sure.
Now I can do some tricks on a scooter, so I've redeemed myself. Not like Brent.
Yeah. Yeah, so lots of good memories. Honestly, when I think about the old House of Wheels, there's a lot of like nostalgia there. One of the coolest features that we had there, I think, was that the airbag resi roll-in, how it transferred into that bank. I just thought that was super dope.
Oh, like dropping into the 5-foot bank?
We had like a 4 or 5 foot drop into the 5-foot bank off of there, and some super cool stuff happened off of that.
Stuff.
Tyler Horness did, I think it was just a straight front flip.
No
like
kicker,
no
nothing,
fast plant, nothing, just front flip drop into that bank. That was insane. We
both dropped it on our bikes.
Yeah, we could drop it on our bikes, no big deal. What's his name? Andrew McLeod did the craziest. I think he came up the bank 180'd or something, or kind of like 270'd, whatever it was, landed in a fakie and just like steezed out of the resi roll-in. Just so sick. It was super duper cool. And then Greg Wojtke?
W.
We'll just say Greg W.
I don't even know what he did, but he came up the 5 foot over the railing into the resi roll-in. I don't even remember what he did. It's probably like a big spin.
He did a bunch of stuff, but
big
yeah,
spin
a couple
body
of
varial. And just so much speed right into the airbag.
yeah.
But he rode it out like a champ, like so many times. And I was just mind blown by that. That feature was sick.
That was pretty cool. We got some bangers done on that
Matrick
one.
backflipped it from flat, coming
Yeah.
off the top.
Yeah, yeah.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah, so that's one of my like nostalgia memories of the old House of Wheels for sure.
Yeah. Speaking of other bangers, also happened in the old House of Wheels. Malachi Lawrence vowed to do a double backflip if we rebuilt the Resi over there, and he followed up on it. It was he landed in the old space, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Malachi Lawrence landed his first double backflip, along with like Jared Fraser.
Yeah.
And Matrick Cochran as well, double backflips on their scooters
To Resi.
to the new Resi.
Yeah.
Those were all crazy, crazy moments.
And I think was it Jared? Did anybody double flare in the first How? Or was it not till we were here that people did double flares?
I think Jared double flared somewhere else.
Oh,
Like
maybe.
I don't like in BC or something.
Maybe.
I don't remember.
Anyways.
And Matrick double flared here in the new House of Wheels.
New House of Wheels.
Same
yeah.
Resi.
Yeah, same. Yeah, and
Crazy.
just once again, we're thinking memories. So going back to old House of Wheels, a cool memory is the very first competition we did. I think we called it like the House of Wheels
Christmas Classic.
Christmas Classic.
What a classic.
And it was sweet. Like there was a lot of energy, a lot of good times, and we hardly knew what we were doing at the time. But one of the most like crazy things about that competition was the inline crowd that came out. Like, man, we were like, hey, we're doing a competition. We would love for you guys to be involved. And I guess it's Danny with Shredmonton.
Yeah.
Basically just took over, and they kind of like did their own competition inside our competition, and it was just insane. Like so much energy. These guys were doing the craziest things I've never seen done on rollerblades before. So that was super cool.
Mind blowing stuff. Like Justin McDonald is like very mentionable. He just came in out of nowhere, blew my mind for sure. Sheldon.
Yeah.
I don't remember his last name, but he was just like jumping off of everything. I thought he was gonna break his ankles. It was nuts. And I just remember like coming out of, I think it was like right after the scooter competition portion. The scooter competition energy was just like super low, kind of like dead a little bit. Some of the kids did some crazy stuff. Energy got up when like the more like advanced riders were like riding. And then the inline guys came in and the place just like exploded. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm not ready for like this much stuff. But it was so much fun. And like they just made it a good time for everybody. Even like some of the scooter parents who hung out, like they were just like having a blast. So props to Shredmonton and all like the Calgary inline guys that came down. That was a huge, huge moment, especially in the old space.
Yeah.
Super.
So we definitely would love to keep that going, or almost like, what's the word, re-harvest that energy. We have our inline competitions coming up later in the year, and we should figure out ways to work together and make those pop off just like that one. Season premiere.
In April, I think.
April, no idea.
It's on the board over there.
April
it's in
something.
April. Check it on the website,
Yeah.
albertaactionsports.ca.
Yeah. But New How, man, some memories of New How. One thing that I have like some pretty fond memories of is even just the build of the New How, like the just so much going on, so many different things. Like it was kind of cool because, actually, funny memory, we didn't even like have this space yet. I don't think. We were just like checking it out, and we were kind of going back and forth. They'd given us a key, but we didn't have any paperwork signed, and we walked over into this new warehouse, just this giant empty warehouse, and it was Mr. Tyler Goodenough.
Tyler Goodenough.
We just walked in, and he's just like skateboarding just across the floor of the warehouse. And he's like,
well, we had like left the bay door open.
Yeah.
So
like
he just
the
walked
doors,
over.
The doors
and
were
like,
open.
Check it out.
Checked it out, and he's like, yeah, this place looks pretty cool. And we're like, yeah, lots of room for activities. So yeah, good times.
Wasn't even ours yet. Sorry, this is going back to the other old House of Wheels. Same old House of Wheels. When we were building the bowl from Boneyard, we had to get metal coping made because Boneyard had like concrete coping, and so anyway, we like got the metal bent from like some fabricator shop or something just down the street, and then we got this like dude with his welder truck. I don't even know. I don't even remember what his name was, but we just like found this guy that was like, yeah, I can weld.
Like 2 a.m.
And it was like literally like, yeah, straight up past midnight. And this guy was just like falling all over, just like that little 3 foot quarter. He was just trying to get up it and like weld the coping together so that it would just be like one continuous piece.
He's like, you only got 2 seconds to
He
weld it
got
on.
3 seconds to throw it on, and then he like fall back down, and like he was like sliding down on his butt because his boots and everything were just covered in like what do you ever call it, like welding slag,
yeah.
just like welding blow off, and everything was like dusty with metal bits. And like after that man left, like me and Bevan just like died in the office over there having like a bit of like a midnight lunch break. Like, oh my gosh, like one of the hardest times I've ever laughed. It was hilarious.
That was
crazy.
That was prime.
You got 2
Like he
seconds
just
to
didn't.
weld
He
it
just
on.
had no experience. He had no experience of like, you know, moving his body around on quarter pipes and things like that. So yeah, he just definitely struggled. And we tried to put like blocks for him and stuff that he could step on.
Blocks,
but he's got his big steel toes, so he's like hard to grip
goodness.
the 2x6s. But
so
yeah.
grateful though. Like I'm so grateful that guy came
He got
at like
done.
midnight.
Yeah.
Got that coping all nice. It's still the same coping we got over here. Like such a blessing that we even like found him willing to like do that so late at night. Like that was crazy, but so funny.
Rolling over to the new How 2.0, if you want to call it. I'm just thinking of like some bangers that happened, and one of the things that I'm thinking about is Vincent Tubbs, which, like, first of all, I haven't seen that guy in forever, so I don't know.
Vinny Tubbs.
So he did this crazy. He came off the bowl over that pyramid fun box, and then ollie gapped, or did he kickflip? I can't even remember.
He did a few different.
He did off the bank, over the rail to flat on the other side. So right now currently that like small flat rail is on the ground there, so he wouldn't be able to do it anymore.
The dude was probably almost like 10 feet in the air.
He was going
like,
from must have been at
like
least 9,
8 to 10 feet in the air.
Just to flat
concrete.
all in off that bank. It was
so
crazy,
nuts.
but like super cool to see and watch. It was very cool. And one thing that, like, in my mind, when I'm thinking about memories that comes to mind is just the level of the riding at House of Wheels and in Edmonton, really. Like, I shouldn't say at House of Wheels, just the level of the riders in Edmonton. And so just the really cool things that we get to see, like, it's just awesome.
Well, I know it's wild. Even just, like, when we first opened House of Wheels 1.0 or whatever, there was like 3 dudes in Edmonton that could backflip because they just like had the guts to chuck it to concrete at like Mill Woods or something like that. Or they would bring like an old mattress from their mom's house and like figure out how to backflip. And then after like moving into House of Wheels 2.0, we'd only been around for like a year and a half, something like that. And already, just because we had the airbag and the resi, like everybody's like flipping and flaring and throwing like way bigger tricks on like bikes. And even like we had a dude in the old space backflip his skateboard to the resi. And like there's no way he would have done that if there was no airbag to chuck it to first, and just like in general, like, and then like same thing in Calgary. We didn't have an airbag. We still don't have an airbag, but I've definitely watched the riding level of like everybody who comes to the Calgary location just like go up and up and up, because one is also just like the time being able to ride in the wintertime, and then like the resi alone in Calgary just makes it like so much safer to throw big tricks.
Man, a cool memory I have from Calgary, we did a skate jam last fall. Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was like
skate jam last November, last October or something. And I just thought like the riding level of these kids in Calgary was crazy on their skateboards. Especially there was this like group of girls. We got this like 4-foot mini there in Calgary, and this group of pretty young girls just absolutely shredding the mini ramp, and I was blown away. I was like, holy cow, these girls are crazy, so good. And then we started transitioning to sort of some like street stuff, and those girls were just in there just throwing down with the boys and trying to do these gaps and the different things that we were setting up, and it was just really cool to see.
Yeah, no, just like so brave, honestly. Like I suck at skateboarding, and like some of the, especially the kids, and
you're still progressing in skateboarding.
I'm still learning. I'm learning. I'm terrible at skateboarding. No, like just like even some of the young kids that show up skateboarding at House of Wheels Calgary, like just like they're so good,
Yeah.
so wild.
I guess just to like maybe finish it off, I'm just trying to think of some like crazy bangers that have happened here.
I got a banger in Calgary.
Banger in Edmonton, Patrick Cochran did, I think, I could be wrong, the first double backflip to wood in Alberta.
I think so.
Maybe.
I think all the Jared Frasers were outside of Alberta.
Yeah, Jared had done a couple outside. But anyways, he did that double backflip to that whale tail step up roller that we had, which was like super cool to see. So that was like a banger highlight, I guess. Just about took out the lights after he landed it. Yeeted his scooter right into the rafters and bounced it off the ceiling, and that was crazy. I was like, $5,000. Oh, phew.
All the money. No. Well, then also like another like progressive rider that deserves a shout out for sure. Marky Poops, Mark Stanway.
Oh yeah.
That guy has been putting in the work and just bodying himself, but it's all paid off. Like he's throwing like backflip, tail whips, double backflips to like the airbag lander. Has he done a double backflip to
He did
wood
double
yet?
backflip to wood at the EMB Fest. Oh no, yeah, the Edmonton Mountain Bike Festival. He did it.
Oh, and in Black Falls too, he did a double backflip to dirt.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he's done one here, but like so much crazy hard work.
Three
that guy
flip.
put in.
Three flip, I think
Three
he did
flip.
here.
He's done like
yeah.
360 double tail whip. I think so.
I think so.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
Wild stuff, and so many more. Like
You said
we
you
could
had
go
a
on forever.
Yeah.
In Calgary, though, Danny Royal double backflipped our like
4 foot
a
resi.
tiny little like 4 foot resi that's only 8 feet wide. Doubled it like out of nowhere. He just showed up. He's like, I think I'm gonna double backflip this thing today. Did it, and then for like a year and a half, he had been bugging me to take off the railing from the back of our like sub box on the half pipe there. And I was always just like, no, that's a crazy line. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's insane. And then like finally, just a couple months ago, before moving here, I was like, all right, you know what? Let's rip this thing off. So we took the railing off, and the guy just threw down like some crazy stuff. He transferred from the half pipe into like the vertical quarter pipe of our resi ramp. That was nuts. And then he's like, I think I'm gonna just gap it to flat. So he jumps out of the 4 foot half pipe, clears the 6 foot sub box by like a mile, and then lands to flat. And then he inwarded to flat, and like did a couple other like insane tricks. I did like a blunt stall, 6 foot drop to flat. Dude's knees are basically just indestructible, but like.
Or they're just shot.
That was crazy. He himself also told me, he's like, you know what, like, if you had taken the rail off like a year ago when I asked you to, I wouldn't have been able to do like half this stuff. So like, it's a good thing that it took this long to do it. But no, that was crazy. That was a wild night, and that he was just doing it for himself. Like there's hardly even a crowd. He just got it done.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, so man, we could go on about memories.
So many.
But we want to try to keep these things like nice and short and sweet. Like we don't want to go crazy with time or anything like that. We're not trying to dominate your day. But what are some of your favorite memories of House of Wheels? Like House of Wheels 1.0,
Comment below.
House of Wheels 2.0, Calgary House of Wheels. Like what are some of your favorite memories? Things that you've seen done, things that you've done, different changes that we've made, whatever it is. We'd love to know. So yeah, comment. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, we'll keep these things rolling. If you got a topic that you want us to cover for like the next episode, next video, comment it below, and like I'm sure we'll do more and cover everything.
Subscribe to House of Wheels. We still haven't done any riding clips, but those are coming, so
yeah,
we'll get some riding clips going, and you'll get to see Aiden and I. What do you call it? Philandering around out there. Yeah, progressing in the skate
in
park.
our riding.
It'd be a good time.
Maybe even do some skateboarding. And is Behind House of Wheels a good enough name for this vlog podcast?
It's probably good.
Probably okay. Behind House of Wheels. Let us know if that's a stupid name, but
yeah,
I think it's all right. We'll see you next time.
Peace.